Never be afraid to reinvent yourself. A lot of us be living in the past and we be stuck on what we did in high school and college, and who you were back then is not who you are today. Facts. Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the hell happened to you? Once you get older and you get more mature, you realize like none of that even matters. A lot of us be just wanting to stay stuck in the past. Like, for example, right? Back in the day, people know me for being a rapper, and I still do music, but it's so much more to me than just music. I love videography and cinematography, and you know what I mean? I love creating and talking in front of the camera. Like, just because people know me as an artist doesn't mean that I can't do videos or be a content creator. Like, you know what I mean? Don't put me in a box, bro. You know what I mean? We only live once, bro. I got many talents. I like to do many things. You only knew me as an artist, bro, but I like to draw. I like to do music. Pardon the train in the background. I like to do all of that type of stuff, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? You look at like Cam and Mace, right? They both was known as rappers, but they decided to piece it up. They came together, created the podcast. It is what it is. And they reinvented themselves, and then they podcast took off. You know what I'm saying? Just like Wallow and Gilly, right? Gilly was a rapper, quote unquote, failed rapper. He was doing his thing, but he never really made it mainstream. Wallow did hella time. You know what I'm saying? He came out, got on his grind. They both reinvented themselves, came together, created the podcast, $1 million worth of game. And now they took off. So don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. Who you were back then is not who you are today. So just because people knew you back in elementary school or high school, they don't know you now. And that's why I have an issue with Instagram and Facebook, because a lot of my friends on Instagram and Facebook, I know them from back in the day, but it's like, bro, I don't know y'all today. You don't know me. You just know who I was back in the day, but I'm a new person, homie. Like, do not be afraid to reinvent yourself. You could have been a street guy back in the day, but now you might like to read books and all that. Like, you know what I mean? They don't know that. How they gonna know? On Instagram, they only see what you decide to show. And that's what I don't like, was people only really post their highlights. They never post the pain. That's why it's important to be authentic. If you live in a 1-bedroom apartment, that's cool. Share that with the world. Everybody ain't gonna be able to live in a mansion. Not to say that you might not get that mansion, but for right now, why don't you just share where you at in life right now? That's being authentic. That's how people is gonna relate to you. That's how people is gonna gravitate to you in your content, because you're being authentic. But when you try to be something you're not, people ain't gonna really rock with that. You feel me? So again, don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. It's cool. Don't be ashamed of where you at in life. People grow, people make mistakes, and hopefully you can grow from the mistakes that you made in the past so you can get to the next level. Because where you at today and where you started at is much different. Listen, man, I done made mistakes in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not where I want to be, but I'm still grinding. Like, it ain't over. As long as I get another 24 to create and be true to myself, that's all that matters for real. You don't know me. Just because we went to high school or college together, you don't know me, bro. I done been through hella shit after college or high school. You feel me? All I could do is just be me. I am who I am, and who I'm not is who I'll never be. But one thing I can tell you is I'm gonna be authentic. I'm gonna be true to myself, and I ain't gonna never give up on my dreams. You heard? Dreams don't have deadlines. Never forget that, man. It's the homie LA Mars, and I'm gone. Let's get it.